Hello, it's Thursday and we're in the Antarctica today still. It's pretty chilly, but there's better weather coming up, which is very exciting until we realise that the better weather is going to mean mud, mud, mud and more mud. But hey, not much we can do about that apart from deal with it as we will. I have to remember to get Carleen to dictate her next daily doggy. This will be her third one of the year, which is super. So that's very exciting. And it's been a full-on day. Lots of exciting things happening, because that's what happens when you work with animals. You're just desperately lucky because every day is exciting. And Janine was with a friend's animal at Tufts today. So she's been, she did morning chores this morning and then she disappeared off to Tufts, which was great. And so she's back now, which is lovely. And what did we do this morning? The chickens went out on a job this afternoon with Judy. They were absolutely super duper. She said that they were going to do chicken bingo and it took them 35 minutes to poop. She said she got so bored with them, waiting for them, that she just took them off the board and let them run around the floor. And she said, and that just caused super excitement because everybody was laughing as they were running around, and they're very friendly, so they come up to see people, and people were reaching down trying to pick them up. So she said they were absolutely super and so very well received. So that's lovely. And she said they were such underperformers that she had to write the names on bits of paper, and she put them in her hood of her jacket, and she asked a lady to take just one to pick the winner. So they're going to have to get their head in the game a bit better, those chickens. Now, I'm not sure, did Nick get the third camera up? Gosh, not sure about that at all. And this afternoon I had Willow and the horned goats in the arena with me doing a little touch of poo picking. And I tell you, I have never done such labour-intensive poo picking because Willow follows me around everywhere. And the problem is, if you're standing in one spot and just picking, she's kind of like at your elbow as you go to flick it in the wheelbarrow. So I decided the best way to do this was to leave the wheelbarrow on a central spot and then move along to the corners. So I would go from one corner, dump my pickings in the middle, and then keep moving. And that was the only way I could get her to move. So we had super fun in the arena, and with my friends the goats, and they were having a great carry on as well. Those four actually, they're monkeys. So they were all very well behaved, and then they went back into Tanner's for a bit of rest, and that is Penny in the background making a noise because she was expecting me to feed her dinner and I didn't. So, and she's banned to the other side of the headquarters because, quite frankly, she goes round picking up things. She takes Janine's shoes one at a time out into the snow, and she just goes around selecting things she fancies playing with. So she's banned from in here because there's far too much for her to come and get a hold of. So there we go. The White House is looking fantastic. I'm not going to do a video of it because that's up to Janine, as I keep telling everyone. And I would suggest it's probably near completion. All we need is the recliner in position, and we could all be having a wee snooze in there. We've put some supplementary heat in because Carleen is always very worried about getting cold. So there's a blower heater that's gone down into there to go in to provide that extra little bit of heat. And I think one of the things that I do know about Carleen is that she runs her heat very high. And what we think is acceptable and quite a comfortable temperature is sweater weather for Carleen. So I think we need to make sure she's got the opportunity to have her superheated. I got stuck there because yeah, I don't know what Fugan was saying there. Anyway, so, and you'll have seen Wallace yesterday doing a bit of training on the Arena camera. I don't know why it went down, but it was really odd because in the middle of the afternoon I was working in the HQ and the electricity went out. No rhyme, no reason. It didn't knock out, obviously, the barn camera for some reason, but it knocked out, yeah, it must have knocked both of those cameras out because they come from here. So I'm not quite too sure what happened with that. So we'll wait and see. Oh, I think yeah, I'm going to go back to the top of the questions. That's probably oh no, I'm going to do the boxes. Oh, let's sync me. This box here has Nick's name on it. So I should maybe leave that until he appears. I'm not sure what to do with that. Here's Goldy's farm. There's no label who says who it came from. I've got glasses. What am I screwing my eyes up for? Ha-ha! Oh, that's lovely. Stabby things. Wait, hey, these are really nice. Look, very own stabby thing. And there's two of them. So if Carleen's lost hers, I can give her one of mine. I shall put them both, remember this, in the top left-hand drawer. Yep, for when I forget, as one does. Thank you. Most useful and very necessary. Yeah. Oh, I'll put this back in here. I'm trying to keep myself tidy as I'm going. Because that Janine says I'm untidy, and it's actually her. So I tell her. Now, this is from Goldy. Let's do this on my knee. Oh, that's handy dandy. Now, let me see. There's letters. Ha ha. Oh, thank you. This is a really good idea. It says, so you don't have to carry heavy boxes. Folds up and stores out of the way. That's perfect. Thank you. Look at this. Oh. What a super idea. Look at that. That's wonderful. Thank you. Excellent. Great idea. Thank you very much. Very, very considerate. Now, this is for Carleen. I'm going to have to open it because I've got a funny feeling it might be a refrigerated something or other. Oh. card is behind label or inbox. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. It wasn't behind the label. Ooh. Oh. I lied. Oh. Card is here. Oh, that's lovely. Welcome home. That's very kind of you, Dee, and all you Goldies warriors. It says, we have missed you, so glad you're home. I'll leave that. I'm going to take this out, get this box away. I don't know, is this a... It's perishable, but I'm not sure it's a refrigeration job, is it? Oh, crikey. Hold on. Oh, it's got ice packs in it. Hold on a second. Ice packs. Oh my golly. She is going to be so excited. Look, cinnamon buns. Cinnamon sticky buns, no less. Gosh, do I have to freeze these? Oh, complex. That's a lovely welcome home. Now you see there's another one in the box as well. And, oh gosh. So I presume, since they've come through with the ice packs, that they need to at least be refrigerated. Oh, it's got instructions. We're okay, we're on a winner. Oh, so this one's been frozen because I can see the ice on it. Right, let's get this. Keep covered at room temperature. No, that's not right. Muffins and breads. Oh my gosh, I've got a choice. I can refrigerate for up to 4 days or freeze for up to 2 months. There's icing. Where is the icing? Ikey crikey. Oh my golly. Oh my golly. Where's the icing part? I don't know. Okay. I'm on it. Thank you very much, Dee and Goldies Warriors. That's very kind. I shall put that with the card. I'll put that in between and we'll put it in a refrigerator. Sounds like a plan. Right, so we have a chewy box here. And it's to Goldy's Farm Animal Sanctuary, and it does not have a name on the outside. So you might have to help me with this if there isn't anything on the inside. Oh, wow! Look at this! That's so funny. It's a Jolly Ball cover. That's the cover. Hold on. And this is a ball and tail. When you throw it, look. Oh. This is going to go alongside our chickens for the arena. Ah. Oh, carrot crunchers. Delish. Oh my golly. And apple snaps, also delicious. Ooh. Peppermint bites. Yummy, yummy. Yummy, yummy. Now, does it say who this is from? It does not. So, thank you so very much. I'm going to put those back in the box for easy transport over to the barn. That's so funny. Thank you. I ought to keep them out of mischief. Not for long, mind you, but it'll keep them out of mischief. Letting those chickens, and I'm really glad we've actually got the sound on the camera, because then you too can be annoyed by the chicken noise. That'll sort everybody out and keep us all awake. So I'll go back and get the questions. What are my plans for the flat field? Which one's the flat field? Is that the one that's got the chair on it? I wonder. Yes, I think that might be, that is the one that's got the chair on it, isn't it? The flat field. Oh, we keep changing our minds for the flat field. It may be turnout for horses, or Janine at one point was wanting to keep it as grass and have a seating area in it. I personally think that's a bit of a waste of space, because we've got the tent and all the other things, but she's very keen to have things looking really pretty and lovely, and I think it looks really pretty and lovely with goats, sheep, donkeys and everything else on them. Did I say sheep? I did. Bad words. So I think there's not really been a decision made about the flat field at this precise moment in time. I thought you were meaning when we said the flat field, I was trying to work out if that was the field at the back of my house, but that's the A field. The A field still goes in a circle, which I think lends itself very nicely to animals walking around in circles, quite frankly. But still time to work that out as well. D. Now, I think you also sent something to Nick and I think it got left outside my house. So I'll bring that down and we'll open it down here as well. So thank you. So that looks like the yard cam might be up as well. Oh, yard camera is up. Excellent. Well done, Nick. I did see that picture of the mini horse that you saw at your local mall. I thought that looked rather lovely. I did reply to you. And there's Kate. Hello, Kate. Kate is on the board, and she is making sure that everybody's happy and healthy on Meredith. And she also does lots and lots of dog training. I'm a bit worried about this comment because I'm not sure what you're referring to, but apparently we have a Lady Godiva. Fucking no idea what that is. Don't think I want to know either. Okay. Oh yes, you'll have a video of Carlene arriving home. That's not a problem because we'll have to be with her. So that's easy to do. Oh, I think poor Lucy's in heat, and I think that's why they're being frisky. Honestly. Yes. It's not like we can bleep them out. Oh, Nick says just to open the box because he can't make it today. What on earth are you doing that you can't make it? Honestly. Hello? There's Janine. Bridget, Watty? I am. It's a Nick, this is for Nick. Look, Janine. Do you want a seat? Check that off. Beanie hat. It's a beanie hat, but look, it's got a wide wide beam.
Oh, you know who had one of those? Oh, I love those.
No, well, you can use it to
Michelle has one.
Oh, does she, with a wide beam?
Oh, yeah. And it was really nice.
Oh.
Because I don't know where the other... I'm without one, so I think I should be the one that gets it. Ooh, what are those? What are those?
Those are from Dee and the Goldy's Warriors, and they're those, what are those called? Cinnamon buns.
Hello.
Cinnamon bun. Like, we're all like...
I know, really. The good news is it's getting warmer. I'm getting in a better mood.
It's not that much warm. Nick came down here, and you know what? He just had a wee skinny top on and a jacket, and it was all open. And I said to him,
I don't know what's wrong with that man.
I said, what is wrong with you? And then he said, it's getting warm, and I thought, what a lie. I hope you press these.
Yeah, no, Nick has... Oh, that's what Michelle had.
There we go.
Nick, last night it's like 4 degrees outside, and I came at 7 o'clock to check and make sure the water was... Oh, nice.
I wonder if it's got reversing beepers for you as well. That's super. Right, I'm going to charge it, Janine, so you're good to go.
So, it was 4 degrees,
and
he comes over. He's lightly dressed too. He was just wearing a flannel fluffy shirt.
I don't know what.
And he comes over outside the car and wants to chat, and I'm like, Jesus, what? Are you freezing?
That's weird. Scottish.
He's like, I am so cold. But it doesn't occur to him to stop talking and go inside where it's warm. It makes me very uncomfortable to make him that cold.
That's us odd Scottish people again.
Yeah, you know, in Massachusetts, we just have a very known rule that you don't talk to people in cold weather outside.
That's so boring.
Not even if it's an interesting conversation. I'm out. I gotta go get warm.
So boring. Right.
So
I'm going to put this finger in. We're reading questions.
Oh, I wish I knew where my phone is. So,
questions.
You know what I did today? It's called donor management. I did a huge favor for one of our donors, a very generous person who's helped us before. Not even financially, just helped. Like, she's a good
person.
She was in a bind, and her horse needed to go to Tufts Veterinary Hospital out in Grafton, Massachusetts, an hour and a half away, and she couldn't find anyone who could get a trailer out. And so she was in Spain or France or someplace.
Oh, and is it hot there?
It is hot there.
Right.
And so I offered to take the horse. I'm never going to get those hours back. I'm not going to get the hours that I spent yesterday trying to dig out the trailer back in my life, and I spent all day driving. I drove out there, and then it was 2 hours while we did the surgery, and they said she can come home after the surgery. I'm like, oh, so I'll just go hang out in Grafton. You know what's in Grafton?
Grass.
Not even just nothing.
Snow at the moment.
Right. It's a suburb of. I learned it's a suburb of Worcester, and there's
it's way out in the middle of nowhere.
I went to a pub and had a nice little lunch. I did not drink because I was driving the trailer, but it seemed like everybody else there was drinking. They were getting martinis and
at lunchtime.
At lunchtime. Can you imagine if we did that?
how much quicker the days would go.
The mail call. Someone would come and start mail calling. You and I would be sound asleep.
I know. Yeah. At least we'd be warm though.
But there were a lot of people that were, boozing it up at lunchtime.
Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a bit bizarre though, isn't it?
I think it's a little strange. It was not a divey bar. It was a pub that sold sandwiches that had beer and wine.
So you get your sandwich with a side of martini, beer, or wine.
Yeah, they were having. There was a whole group that were having chocolate martinis with strawberry, like the Valentine's martinis. I think the name of it was. It was chocolate, looked chocolatey with a little whipped cream and a strawberry on it.
Yeah,
I almost had one, but I had to drive the trailer. With the horse. So I did not.
And
I had to come back with chores.
Yeah, and Wanda and Sizzle.
And Wanda and Sizzle, yes.
Can't be doing that.
So that was my day today.
And then
And Judy, oh, sorry to keep interrupting.
That's okay.
Judy did her first chicken bingo all by herself.
Yeah, and you know what happened?
They didn't poop.
They didn't poop. So she let them loose, and she said everybody had a great time because they were just running around all over the place.
Yeah, they are very fun chickens.
Yeah, and then she said, and then I had to get them to pull the number out of my hood. And that wasn't the chickens either. That was a person.
Yeah,
had
I
to
brought
do
her
that.
on a chicken bingo, her first chicken bingo the other, so she knew how to do it.
Yeah.
Because I knew I was going to be gone all day. So but the chicken last time was 10 minutes. It's good to have, like, I don't like when you put it down and it's like, boom. I like to have a little suspense.
Yeah. 35 minutes.
35 is a long time.
Yeah.
Is a long time.
And I think Nick gave them raisins and everything before they went.
Oh, well, you know what happens is I've learned that when you get them there, they poop in the cage, then they walk in it, so you have to bring a little rag and clean their little feet off before you bring them in. This is the extent of my life. So when I did the Hawthorne, I got Bartholomew is the worst one because he's got the white
He's
fluffy.
got really feathery feet.
And if he poops in the cage,
Yeah, he
you're
makes
going to
a
be in it for a
right-wing
long
mess.
chicken bingo. And then he's going to have, it's going to
Smelly feet.
smelly, dirty feet. So I have a little cup, and I dunk his foot in the cup. He sits there like that. He's like, puts his foot in the cup, and then I wipe it off. Put the other foot in the cup, and I wipe it off. Put him under. Then I get the next one. The other one.
She's got
Eloise.
cleaner feet, though.
She does. So you just have to wipe hers off.
Yeah.
And then we're good.
I know. But they're nice chickens, aren't they?
These things you learn.
But they're really nice chickens, aren't they?
Yes. But the other day I was driving in my car, and I had that little, it's like a little cup. And it's a metal cup. And I was like, oh, God, I'm dying of thirst. And I looked at it for a second, and I was like, oh, water, because I used to keep water. And I'm like, oh, no, that will never be used for water again.
No, that's done. And you know what? They sing all the way.
All the way.
They sing all the way.
Yeah.
It's like you just need the windows open, and everybody will be like, what lovely songs.
Yeah, I was on the phone the other day driving with our lawyer. And, we're having a very serious conversation. And all of a sudden in the background, it's like, it's just like, what was that?
It doesn't even sound like a crow, does
No,
it?
it
It's
sounds
the
like it
most
just
bizarre.
murdered something.
It is like the most strangled
Yeah.
chicken crow in the whole wide world.
But they're the best chickens because the last two chickens didn't make the same kind of, like
These are
Bartholomew
fully,
never stops talking.
No, they're fully interactive.
Yes, yeah, I like them.
He also doesn't stop talking when he's home. He's the one that you get up to go to the
I
bathroom.
wonder where he got that from.
I don't know. I do not know.
I do know some people that live in your house that like to talk a lot.
Is that right? Nick talks in his sleep.
Yeah.
Nick, maybe that's why Nick wears the noise-cancelling headphones. Maybe it's not snoring, maybe it's talking.
Maybe you don't snore at all.
No.
He puts them in at like 6 o'clock.
I know. I'm sure I don't snore. Not that. Do you know, I'm looking at that Apple Watch that tells you when you sleep, Janine. And honestly,
I'm gonna get that.
No, you don't. It's depressing, right? Honestly, I've got to tell you about this. Look, I'll show you if you can see it. Wait till I do it. This is hilarious. I get up every morning. In fact, it might not be because I took it off last night in disgust. It was making me stressy.
What are all those things on your watch?
I don't know. It does things. I'm not sure what it does, but it does things. Well, look. Give me the other night.
That one said sleep.
Time of sleep. None. Look at that. None.
You didn't sleep last night?
Well, it's actually even worse than that, Janine. It tells you, it tells you awful things.
Is that just an app?
Yeah, I think so.
How does it know?
Sleep duration.
5 hours.
5 hours. Yeah. I'm averaging 5 hours, 42 minutes, right? But then it tells you, do you know what's awful? When you look at the sleep duration thing, it tells you in red when you're awake. I'm awake most of the blinking night, just with little bits that goes down and then awake and then down. I'm awake about 14, 15 times a night. See, I think it's either the watch, can't possibly be my sleep problem.
Yeah, I would. My money's on you, not on the watch.
Well, then the watch sent me a wee message and it says, have you been checked for sleep apnea? I was like, yeah.
It's a watch. Stay in your lane.
Well,
give me the time, not my health.
I do actually have to go for that sleep test thing. You know that, what is it? But, and this is so disappointing.
The apnea test.
Yeah,
I bet I could pass that one well.
Well, no, I'm actually a bit disappointed. My doctor said to me, he said, So he said what they do is they're going to give you a device that you'll use at home, and then you'll go and take the recordings overnight and then take it back to them. And he said, I'm a bit disappointed, he said, because I was hoping that they were going to take you in and for you to go and I was like, you're disappointed? I'm gutted. I'm like, seriously, I thought I was going for a wee night for a sleep somewhere.
Oh, yeah, really. Get away from the husband, the dogs, all the crazy things.
I was like, can you do it at home? I said, I'm sure you'll get a misread every time one of the dogs gets up. That's probably why I'm up about 15 times. So it'll be one of the dogs moving. I'll be like, oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's exciting.
So if we held on to these...
They're for your mum coming back. We have to like totes cook them.
Okay, because I was thinking we should hold them because she's coming home.
They're for your mum. All of them. You're not allowed one.
Oh, well, I was going to ask if we could have one right now and still have them for
tomorrow. No, because you have to cook them.
Oh. We don't do that. We'll have to give them to Nick to cook them for Saturday morning is when she's coming.
What time?
That's still
debatable.
Breakfast time, obviously.
Excellent.
So,
well, if we tell her there's cookies, she'll get out of that place really quickly.
The counter is going in.
It's lovely.
And I got a Kohler sink for the bathroom and a Kohler sink for the
it's really
in
lovely.
the kitchen. And of course, you know me. Well, no, you guys don't know me. Thrifty Janine went to the building supply, and I got a Kohler sink for $300, $399, but for the kitchen sink, and I thought that was a really good deal. It looks really good.
Did you get the taps for it?
Oh, I haven't gotten the taps yet.
Oh.
On my list. So, and yesterday also, I had a breakdown yesterday. It was so cold. Yesterday I went and got all of the pine wood for the barn. They're starting to work on the barn. And there's going to, you guys can't see this with the new arena cam, but if you go from the barn into the arena and you turn around and you look back, that whole side is old rotting wood. Some of it's holes and chewed on, and it looks the big sliding door is completely chewed.
It is.
And anything that was sticking out on that side of the barn has been chewed.
And
I don't know why the dogs didn't get sick.
Then there's a 6-foot gap. Have you seen the 6-foot gap? If you're standing facing the end of the barn on the left-hand side, it's enormous.
A gap?
A gap. Yeah.
So anyways, they're starting on all that repairing, and they're going to be taking down all the rotting chewed wood, and they're putting up nice pine, and then that same nice pine will be facing on the barn when you walk into the barn, so it'll look really nice. And along either side of the barn will be a combination of pine and metal, like that sheet metal, because any place where something could chew, maybe I'm a little sensitive to chewing, everything has to get ripped down because everything has been chewed. It's either rotting or chewed, so they're ripping down both sides. And I'm putting up where anything could be chewed by an animal, it's going to be the black black metal panels, and then anything that can't be chewed that could is going to be nice pine, and we're just kind of have the whole barn is going to be a dark slate black color.
Yeah.
With bright blue front doors.
Color of our hearts.
The color
slate black.
Slate black. Black all around, and then bright blue doors, and then when you go inside, the white doors are replaced with bright blue doors.
Why don't we do bright yellow doors? Why are we doing bright blue?
Why not do bright green or orange?
Because
any color than purple.
I
saw yellow.
Because I saw the most lovely building in Essex, and it was black clapboard. What's that board on the side? You know that board that goes along that way? And then they had a bright yellow, shiny door. And it looked
I'm
really
open
cheery.
for suggestions. You didn't suggest that. That's why we're going blue.
I actually was thinking if I go back, we're going there on Saturday to drop off donkeys.
No, we're going there tomorrow to drop off donkeys.
All right, we're going there tomorrow to drop off donkeys.
And I see dogs running around.
And then, you know what? We go past this place and you look at it and you look and see how bright and cheery it is.
Okay, I'm open for suggestions. And I haven't, I'm glad because I just bought the blue paint and I have not gotten a chance to paint the doors yet.
Oh, thank God.
We're repurposing 2 doors from the ICU, and they're metal doors. So like the only piece of, only door on the property that has not been chewed.
Yes.
So we could repurpose them.
Oh, that's
every other
those are
door.
The ones from the laundry building.
Yeah, every other door on this property is chewed.
Stop going down the driveway.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So that will
Thank
be
you.
absolutely super.
So I'll get.
So what we'll do
So
tomorrow?
maybe they'll be yellow.
Oh, not again. She comes in and steals
Oh,
stuff.
no, Penny. Wanda's going out there. The reason that we have to separate Wanda and Penny and the rest from the rest of the dogs is there's 2 beds out there. It's a big bed right here, and then there's a trundle bed that I pull out with all fluffies. Penny stay. And so all the dogs are very comfortable and cozy, but if Wanda's in there, she will sleep on the top trundle, and all of the other dogs won't even go on this lower shelf.
That's because they're terrified of her.
They're terrified. And so Wanda will be just out there sleeping, and all the
tiniest
dogs will be
dog.
stuffed on
I know.
anything else they can sleep on.
I know. It's hysterical.
Naughty dog.
She's a monkey.
Yeah.
So we need to remember to look at this building in Essex. It's lovely. It's so cheerful.
Okay. All right. We're going for cheerful. The only reason I'm going with the dark slate is because it covers up a lot of. I think it'll look nice and it'll cover up a lot of. I don't want to go with a bright red barn.
No, because everybody's got bright red barns.
I want to be like. I want this to look like a nice gentleman's farm that people actually want to go to.
Yes.
Not a junkyard. Not that it. I don't want everything. Like I stop when I drive up the driveway. One of those white panels comes down off the fences. I pick it up and put it back in.
Yeah, but sometimes I stop, pick it up, put it back in, and it falls right back down
I know.
again.
Yeah, that happens too.
I had put a twig in one once to hold it up. I was like, oh.
Yeah, then I go back with a screw gun and screw the goddamn thing in. But we're gonna have to also replace that fence inside the arena sooner rather than later because it is actually getting. You know who was?
It's the goats. And Wilbur rubs his
Wilbur,
butt.
yes. And some of them are screwed together.
I know.
And I'm afraid they fall down in the middle of the night and have nails sticking up. So we need to escalate the plan of getting that.
I'm not worried that they fall down with nails. I'm worried that it creates a exit route for the whole shower of stinkers.
Those goats, yeah.
I had the horned goats in the arena.
How did they do?
They did really well.
Oh.
They did, and they just kept coming up for...
They didn't smash into anything?
No, for polite conversation. They were very well behaved.
Yeah.
And I had the mayor in as well.
Okay, so...
But I was saying to people that what I had to do was... I was standing picking poo, right? But then I realised she follows me. So she's standing behind me and I'm going like that with my elbow to chuck the poo. So then I thought, you know what? I'll put the wheelbarrow in a central spot. I'll walk over to this corner. So she walks over to the corner behind me. I lift it up. Then I walk back. So she walks back. Because otherwise she wasn't going to get any exercise. And then I'm thinking, this is actually a bit much running. It's heavy, that poo, right?
Oh, yeah.
And this is a bit much going from corner to corner in the most inefficient way to get the horse to exercise.
But you did
itself.
a really good job because
I hadn't emptied that yet either.
I know, I just did that.
I was like, honestly, having to walk around so the horse will walk around. This is not quite right.
Yeah, they would prefer to stand around. So I'm going to put Murphy, who's been inside all day.
Yeah.
I'm going to put him in the arena with...
Well, Murphy has actually been providing entertainment for the gentlemen who are working over in the White House because they've all come and taken selfie photos with him. Because you know he hangs his head out.
Yeah, I like having his head out.
Yeah.
Although it's probably not good for the people watching the cameras, as you just see his body.
Butt.
He likes to be where the action is.
Oh, he's hysterical.
Yeah.
And you can see him when you're standing in the arena, or you can see the head going,
hello. So, but that door is about to fall apart too.
Yes.
So I have to fix the door. So I might try to make that into a permanent horse's head in the aisleway.
Yeah, it's quite nice.
Or maybe I could do that with the stall next to it. Yeah, I'd like to have one horse in that little stall.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the stall that should have the head in the aisleway.
Yeah.
Because Murphy is a little too big for that small stall.
He's a touch.
But so I'll have them swap the doors.
Yeah, but then he can stick his head out.
And he can stick his head out. So and then also for the people that are watching on the cameras, because he's addicted to having his head out. Oh, he wants his head out.
He is such a social bunny. I mean, there's no stopping that horse.
Oh yeah, a little too much.
Yeah,
little too much horse.
No, but that mare was really nice. She just wants to follow you around and
all the horses and everything is a little bored because they can't go outside and run around. You know how the donkeys like to run around and play with buckets and each other?
Well, actually, at the moment, they're all playing with poor Lucy. Yeah, we're putting on quite the show.
Are we offering a sex show? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, this is the pay-per-view, people. Okay, pay-per-view.
Yeah, and so it is a pay-per-view. If you're going to watch the sex show, just donate to the chicken.
tell
The
you.
chicken bingo.
Oh.
What is it? The henny penny board.
Henny
is
penny-
your payment for the sex show.
And there's not much we can do about it, I'm
We're
afraid.
going to get arrested. Like,
I know,
yeah,
I know.
the FBI is going to come in and take us down for off.
Pimping out our donkey. I'm like, we are so not.
Well,
we just
the
can't
sex show
control-
is ending tomorrow because
Yeah.
Lucy's going to her home.
Yes.
Sorry.
With Luigi, which will be lovely.
These are all like not full boys. They're all fixed. There's no full boys out there,
No.
and we have the sex show.
Yeah. That's boys for
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
They're putting forward their best effort. Everybody loves a trier.
Yeah.
Oi.
No, Penny.
Apart from you when you do that, madam. Right, let's see.
What do we have for questions?
Oh, look. Apparently I'm stabbing Nick. No, it's not you. I got stabby things, for opening letters.
Oh.
2 of them.
Okay.
So I'll share one with your mummy in case we
Nick
can't
is
find
up
it.
at the house.
Yeah. So
Good.
now
Well,
you,
at least he's warm because last night I got here at 4 degrees and he's wandering around the driveway in a flannel shirt. So, how's the tumbler?
tumble dryer.
Oh, the tumble dryer.
Nobody calls it a tumble dryer here. That's
Except for you.
Yeah, it's not very descriptive at all.
That would be a good name for a horse, tumbler. Although that.
Oh no, not really. Honestly.
Penny knows how to open that door.
Yes,
no,
I know
no,
she
no,
does.
Penny.
That's because she knows all the good stuff's in here. Little stinker. Uh-oh. Speaking of drawer, where is Carlene's
I
desk?
had to break the news to Carlene that her desk is. I put it in the G tent just for a week or so until we finish, so we can move it into the White House now, formerly known as the laundry room, and it got a little flooded and it's frozen. So I don't think it's. I think it would fall apart if we tried to rip it out.
Yes.
So it may, and so I got a desk. She's going to use one of those stainless steel tables
Right,
for her
okay.
desk. Yeah. So I got it. She
But
asked
have
me
you
about.
still got the ghost of the left-hand drawer?
I got the left-hand drawer. Yes, we
That's
do
all
have
we
the
need.
left-hand drawer.
Yeah,
So that will
okay.
go on the top just for now. Penny, no. Yeah.
Hello, Elena and Janine. Nice to see you.
She just opens it. Look at that.
I know, she's an absolute pest. That is a great trolley.
Okay, yeah. Fun's over.
Put the coffee on. Oh, so we got a really good cart for lifting all the boxes.
That's good because we're going to need that. Yeah, I saw that.
Was it?
Yes,
Oh,
someone posted a picture of Jiminy.
yeah, it was lovely. It was Elena.
He is so cute. Miss
He
him.
is. Oh my goodness, there's more ice cleats coming. That's absolutely super because we're having to hand them out to people.
Yes, Judy now has a pair. Brittany has a pair. Leslie showed up with her own. I have a pair, and also
Imagine that.
yeah. So all the ones that have been sent to us are on people's feet, which is
Thank
good.
you. Oh, it's a trolley. See,
It's not, oh, it's a troll.
here we go. Oh. Yes, they're absolutely super.
Okay,
Heat in the microwave for
30 seconds, and
oh,
then they're very
no
good.
cooking.
Oh, no cooking. Good. That's even better. That's even better.
Oh, but you need
They
to be
look
careful.
delicious.
Oh, it's not metal. Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
You can heat them individually.
I really want to eat one now, but we'll wait. We'll wait to Saturday. It's going to be very ceremoniously, and we probably will. You know what we should do is when we get closer on Friday, which is tomorrow, we know it'll probably, she wants to be here. I think it's going to be around 11 o'clock that Carlene will be home at 11 o'clock. So, because Belinda's going to come to clean tomorrow. Judy's here tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Belinda's coming Saturday. We have to do a lot of
Judy is
cleanup.
here tomorrow.
She is coming tomorrow.
She's coming later.
Yes. Yes.
And for Judy, later is 8 o'clock.
I know.
I giggled.
Me,
I was like,
later
okay.
is 10.
I know.
She thinks she has to get here early to feed the dogs. And I'm like, no. I feed them at 8 or 9 sometimes. And so, so it'll probably be 11 o'clock. And Wallace is not riding tonight. He is riding tomorrow during the day. Tomorrow night.
Yeah, because it's still Friday.
So we'll start posting on a regular basis. Once we get into a good cadence of when people are coming and going, we'll post what time Wallace is going to be here for those people who like to watch him. Like all of my friends.
Oh, was that you that sent that? Thank you very much, Linda. Yes, she does like her sticky buns.
She does. And I don't know how to cook them, so I'm glad we have
Well,
those.
we don't want to start that habit because then we'll be cooking sticky buns every couple of days, and we don't have time to cook sticky buns.
And we'll all get. My mother's very worried about the fact that she's lost weight, but I keep telling her that it's good for her to lose weight because she was a little big.
I stood on my scales this morning for fun, and I put on 20 pounds. How did I put on 20 pounds since I was last at the doctor on January the 7th?
20 pounds since January 7th?
I think it's the scales. I don't think it's me.
Yeah, that's...
Not even I can manage that.
Right, that's a lot.
Nick said, yeah, I've got the fluid build up.
Yeah.
Nick said, you need to speak to Tim, he said, and see all that tubing they use for the maple trees.
Hook that up to you.
He said, I'm sure if you got a little bit of tubing, he said, and pierced yourself, he said you could just have a wee tap on the end. He said,
really?
He said, there goes your 20 pounds. I was like, thanks.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Caring and sharing.
Yeah. I get on the scale, and I've lost 10 pounds since December.
Well, stop it. I
Just
share
saying.
with you.
Yeah, I gave it to you.
Yeah, thanks.
No problem.
Oh, when is shutting? Oh.
No, it's the first of the month. What is the first of the month? We don't have another...
Oh, it's days away.
Yeah, when is Shetty?
Is it the 20th today?
Today's the 20th. Tomorrow's the 21st.
God, it's only 8 days, because does February not only have 28 days this year or something like that?
Oh, right. Right, it's going to be the 1st of March. Oh, right, I forgot about that.
Oh, heck.
Is it 20... every 4 years, there's
Yeah.
2 extra days.
No, one.
1 extra...
There's only one. There's only a 29 every 4 years,
Oh, okay.
I think. There's a rhyme, and I can't remember it.
Yeah, if you guys can figure that out
30
for us.
days has to
It'll be the 1st of March. I'll tell you that much. If the 1st of March doesn't falls on a weekend,
February, which
okay,
has
so today's
28, but every leap year.
So
has
next
29.
Thursday is the 27th because we're busy that day.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're busy.
my points at that day.
Yeah, 27.
So that's Thursday, and then
And
Friday.
for those of you who follow the SDP drama, you'll know what we're doing on the 27th. So
Yeah.
28 is a Friday. So March 1st is a Saturday, so it'll be
The following
March
Monday.
3rd. It'll be March 3rd. Yeah.
Hey, look at that. Unless the chickens aren't behaving.
Have
Yeah.
the barn animals be outside in the fresh air? Yes, they didn't go out in the fresh air today because I wasn't home, but I like to keep an eye on them
Yeah.
because there are ice patches, and there was a horse in Hamilton that fell down on the ice, broke its back, and had to be euthanized. Like this is treacherous out there.
Yeah, it's
So I like to make sure that we're around,
and
and
the other thing is you can't put the two horses out together because they chase each other.
I don't want any running around.
No.
Yeah, so we're using the arena. The door is open to the arena. They can put their head out and see. And this is an extreme situation. So,
Safety first.
yeah, the donkeys are pretty good. They'll tiptoe around, so the donkeys can be out. But the horses,
Apart from Clark, who last night I was trying to get into the arena, and Clark and I went on a wild goose chase. And honestly,
Clark is a bad donkey.
Clark was
Do you agree with me now that he's a little naughty?
no, he was being a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
and I said,
that's what I
Clark,
said.
that's enough of that nonsense.
Did he kick at you at all?
No.
Okay, so I wanted you to know I've been working with Clark because Clark, about a week ago, I walked by him and he kicked and just brushed my leg because he was eating grain. He was a food aggressive mood. I mean, a move on his part. So I've been working with him every day. Like he will grunt and fire off a kick at anybody that walks behind him if he's eating. So now every bite he takes comes from my hand when he's a good boy. He doesn't get grain unless he's a good boy. And I fed him last night and he did not kick at me. He let me brush him and brush his back feet. And he used to go to nursing homes. He is
super.
therapy trained, but he hasn't been handled very much all winter. And he's been hanging out with
Charlie.
No, not
George.
Charlie. He's been hanging out. Oh, the Bachelor, but he's been hanging out with Delight, and Delight is also naughty.
She's very naughty.
So we gotta get our game on. But I've been a little busy getting
nonsense done.
Yeah.
But I tell you, if Janine says to you, you have this grain and then go and feed that donkey, say no. And then she says, go down in that little tight area there and try and get past the donkey. That's also a hard no. Yeah. Yeah. But
So
he hasn't kicked me yet.
He didn't kick at her though, because he would have kicked at me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did test.
That's because he knows
without her knowledge.
And it's because he knows you're being naughty.
Yeah.
There was an outreach today. It was this afternoon.
at 2:00.
Yeah, where was it?
Pilgrim. Yeah, I don't know how many people because I wasn't there.
Yes.
9 days away is probably the.
Yeah.
Where is Wanda today?
She's just
Oh,
gone
she's
outside.
in the other room. I was like, shit.
Yes, Dee, there is, but I think it's in the car at the moment because Michelle picked it up. But I wanted to open it here because it had come from you. Thank you. Would you like pomodores when Carlene comes
that
home?
might be small order. That would be a nice. And Betty, by the way, I friend requested you the other day on Facebook. I don't know if you do that, but I did send friend requests.
Maybe she didn't want to be your friend. Maybe she went,
I understand that too. I understand that too.
Maybe she said too many pictures of horses.
Yeah. But yeah, that might be a good idea. Let's talk offline, and if you are willing to do that, because it's going to be, we're going to have a little bit of a after. We've got the morning.
Yeah, sorted.
But it would be nice to have maybe some chicken parmesan. That would be good for Saturday night. Mm-hmm. And then on Sunday, we are going to try, we got to still talk about this, to make a trip to go pick up animals. It may have to be postponed for a week, but we really need to get the donkeys sorted out. So,
yep. How old are my children? Okay. How old are my children? Now, this is good. Do you know?
I think she's 22. The one that's Katie.
Katie in
or 23
in the UK is 22 or 23. You know me, numbers not to be trusted.
Yeah. Ava's 17.
Yeah, she's going to be 18 next month.
And Sophie 15.
Yes.
And
Callum is
29, 28, 29.
Aged. Is that not what we put on the forms?
Aged.
Yes,
aged.
Could be 30.
Okay.
This year, maybe. 96. Oh, no. 29.
I only have one to keep track of, and he is 25, going to be 26.
See, that's easy.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's very difficult when you had to go to all these medical appointments and they say, what's the date of birth? And of course, you lot invert the date of birth.
No, you guys do.
No. We do it day, month, and year. And you lot put the month first. Why is that?
Okay, so I played pickleball the other day.
Yeah, well, that's up to you.
Oh, it was, there was 2 pickleball courts. And I rarely do anything social with my friends. So rarely that they never invite me to do anything. So when they invite me to do something,
you have to go.
I have, now I'm like, I gotta go. I gotta be on time. So I played pickleball, and I could not understand the scoring of pickleball.
Why?
It is so complicated. Like,
is it not like tennis?
It's kind of, maybe I can't understand tennis either, but I could not play and keep score at the same time. I could sit on the sidelines and kind of keep score, but if anyone's played pickleball,
no,
it's everybody else seemed to get it except for me. And I was just like,
is it easy to play?
Yeah, you just hit the ball back and forth. When the ball comes, you hit it. That part was very easy, and I was very happy to do that. But then you serve, it's supposed to go over there, and you're supposed to say numbers before you serve. Like 1, and then your score, and then their score. And I couldn't, and everybody else was able to do it except for me.
You've got to say your score and then their score.
Yeah, so if you are, and you have a team, so I was number 1.
So do you do like 15 love? Is it that sort of scoring, or is it 1, 2, 3?
You go to 11, I guess.
Oh, well, that's
so you have to say how many times, how many points they've got. So I say, and then if we're partners, you're 2 and I'm 1.
Oh my gosh!
And then so I say, okay, 1, and then you say the score of our team, which would be 4, and then the score of their team.
So if I was serving,
5.
I would say 2, then our score, and then the score of that team.
Yeah. So it would take me a whole round to figure out, okay, so I'm number 1, the score is 4, and then they're 5, and then by the time it got back to me, I was so confused again. I'm like, okay, do I go first? And you've got to concentrate on hitting the ball. It's very hard.
That's a bit much.
I know. I felt like I was really
Can you
stupid.
play it by yourself, or do you have to have a partner?
I don't know the answer to that. It seemed everybody. You know what? The only thing that made me feel better is there's a bunch of girls. We had Diana's husband Eric was on the. He's like, we got to have a score. We got to. So we were all trying to do the score thing. And Diana and Tori were a little confused at first, but they got it. I still was like, the special needs one. I was on the spectrum when it came to that. They finally were like, well, Eric did my numbers for me because I couldn't get it right. But the girls that were on the other one, they were not scoring. They were having so much fun just hitting the ball back and forth. They gave up.
I think I would go with that.
Yeah.
There's no enjoyment in it if you have to mentally subject
and
yourself
let's just face it, I was going to win at the end, so yeah.
Did you win?
I have no idea. I couldn't figure out the score,
No,
so
yeah. I'm sure you did win. That's fine.
Yeah.
Who's on Goldy's farm board? The chickens.
Okay, yeah, the chickens. The non-pooping chickens. Okay, so we have Janine,
B,
and Kate,
Pam, and
Coral, and Elizabeth, and
Yes.
Carlene.
Yeah.
But Carlene's more of a overseer because she's not always on the board
because we don't let her.
Yeah, we don't let her.
No.
Yeah, she goes to when she's home, she's gone to
We have the meetings in her house if she's here.
Yes.
So she knows what's going on.
But we're not going to have the past couple meetings we're not going to all go to her
nursing home.
Yes, so she's she's an advisor. That's a good word.
She's
for
an
her.
advisor.
Yeah.
Which means we all nod and go, good idea.
Yes.
And then
They
we say,
see who that must be the real babe.
And then we say, no more of whatever she wanted.
Yeah. Well,
because we're all trying to
no more Great Dane puppies.
No
I'll
more
tell you
Great
that
Dane.
much.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so we all go, and we're very polite and we're very lovely because we get things in place and then she changes her mind.
Yeah. Or no, she doesn't understand. She's really had a tough time understanding that we are not the service dog project.
No,
we are not going to have more Great Danes, and we're not just about. We have Great Danes, and they do a great job, but they're just one part of the whole equation. So she constantly is like, "Let's get another puppy. Let's get another puppy. We can train it." And I'm like, "Oh boy, no."
We're like, "How's that going for you then?"
Yeah. So we're trying to
morph.
Yeah,
slowly and gently.
So she's not always on board with what the rest of us are all on board. We're on board for the Goldy's mission, which is therapy animals, which is bringing seniors here, which is not training Great Danes to help people walk.
And the rescues.
But her passion is really the Great Danes and dog training.
Yes, I know.
And that's fantastic.
But that's why she's really sits over on the outreach team.
Yeah. But the good news about Carlene is she does come up with crazy ideas, which are executable. And she also doesn't understand when she comes up with a crazy idea, we have to say no because we understand
can't do it.
We understand the work that goes into it. She's always come up with a crazy idea and had a whole bunch of people that will follow her idea. And then we don't have that anymore. We don't have enough heavy lifters and
we're not set up for that.
And
we're set up and the way that we've always set it, and the agreement was that what we do is we take in what we can cope with as our individual group.
Yeah.
And
like bringing these donkeys in was a lot of discussions between all of us. Like, do we have enough space for these 3 donkeys? You'll note that we have 3 donkeys that found homes, so we have 3 more donkeys that are coming in, and we specifically picked smaller donkeys that are easier to manage, easier to train, and spotted so that they add color to Goldy's farm for our visitors.
And we're saying that at the moment before we've actually met the donkeys.
Yeah, really.
At which point we were like, these are untrainable, antisocial.
Wild. Yeah. But that's our job. I mean, if Julie could make Woody into a nice donkey, then anything is possible. That's all I have to say on that one. So, and we are contemplating the pigs. I think we are moving forward with the pigs because
I hadn't told anybody. They were surprised. Honestly, I can't take her anywhere.
Yeah. But we are contemplating expanding our offering to nursing homes because we have a relationship with, I would say, 40 different nursing homes, and that's always maybe 30 different nursing homes, but it's expanding. But, a lot of them, we go to Trask all the time. We go to a couple of them that are on a regular basis.
Yes.
And it's nice to have
something different.
We're in the entertainment business with animals. So it's really like we could just send Judy and she could do it, a dance. Like we're there to entertain. And so I like to bring a variety of animals because like the chickens today, those are fun.
They're super.
And the bunnies are fun. And there are people that go there with dogs. They get a lot of dogs into nursing homes. Mm-hmm. Of like someone brings their Labrador or somebody brings this dog or that dog. Not a lot of people walk in with 3 Great Danes. and do the pan feeding, and that's
Yeah.
when we go. Judy has taught us how to do it. Is you need to engage with these people. You can't just be like sitting there and let your dog do all the talking. You walk over and you be like, "Oh, how are you feeling today?" You have to tap into your inner Judy and be cheery and pleasant and talk. And you've got an animal. Talk about the animal. Answer questions. Ask about the people that are there, and really like engage.
Yeah, and it's a nice thing because when you have regular places, you see the same people, and then you remember things that they've asked you before,
and they remember you.
When is Wanda coming?
Yeah, when is Wanda coming?
So
to bring in different animals and have different animals on the farm, it's just a more robust experience and a more robust offering.
But please remember, we do not take the horned goats out ever, because that would be a bit too much.
Oh, those horned goats. The other Pringle, Mr. Pringle's no gem either. So the problem is if you get a bucket of grain, you're done.
Wrestling.
You are done. They will pummel you over. I think it was today. He knocked me over. Was that today?
Could have been yesterday.
Could have been yesterday. He knocks me over because once they see, they just put their head in and just push down. And if you fight back, they're stronger than you are. Oh God, those goats drive me nuts. But yes, I don't know how. So those are the people on the board. That's how.
And the people on the board, it's our responsibility to make sure that everything goes forward. So that's why we don't bite off really more than we can chew.
Yeah, and technically we don't really have any titles on people on the board. I think that we collaborate as probably the leaders of the pack for the Goldy's farm.
Is that why everybody runs away from us?
Probably, yeah. No, they run away from me. And the way that we do it is I'm the bad cop, she's the good cop, and so we don't have any titles, although the state will require them. But I have to do the 990 tax returns, and I'm going to have to put titles on people. But right now, for the last year, there is no authority. Like normally you have a chairman of the board, you have a president, you've got a treasurer, you've got this and that. And we although I am doing the treasuring, just because, I don't know, because I have an MBA. That's probably why I ended up with that task.
And nobody else wanted it.
So it's a necessary evil. So, so we are just working collaborative, but we will get more defined in 2024 25 when I do the taxes and file our first tax return.
We will.
I'm going to do that when I go down to Aiken in March. She laughs like I'm going to be able to get out of here.
Exactly. That's a giggle. Yeah, they lift their legs, and in fact, he actually lifts that back leg. He's funny on that back leg. That's the one that he sits when it's slightly cocked, but there's no heat in it, and there's nothing.
Yeah, I wonder about him. Every once in a while, he moves a little funny.
Yeah, and it's that back leg.
It could be growing pains.
Yeah, because he's a baby.
Yeah, I don't know, but he seems like he trots off sound. But yeah, you gotta watch him.
There is nothing normal here. I don't know why people utilize that word's normal. There is nothing normal here. Expect it to be abnormal.
Yeah, really nothing.
And then we're good.
Yeah, but I don't know what's going. Like I watch him a lot. I'd like to see. We haven't really had him to the point where we could put him under work and start riding him, and then we'll really know much more about him. But we love him anyways. Whatever's wrong with him, if there's anything wrong with him, we'll love him because
he's lovely.
He's lovely.
I don't think there's anything wrong with him.
Yeah.
I think he's just. Oh look, Trina is asking who's in heat, and that would be Lucy. Trina,
is she actually in heat?
Well, the boys think so.
Oh, Jesus.
I haven't had a conversation with her about it.
Yeah, I should move them out to the. I should move them out.
But Trina he's going to Trina and Paige. That's why she's asking.
Oh,
but you're okay because they're all fixed.
Yeah, they're all fixed. We're not making babies.
No, we're not sending you a. Look, I've got a big look. I'm not straight. I don't know what I'm doing. So she'll be just fine. So don't worry about it. Wanda was in the house.
Yeah, I think she's in the next room. I hope she's in the next room because if not, she's up at Michelle's.
I'm very punctual. There you go. I'll try to be punctual.
Yeah, you are punctual. You stood out in the cold for
half an hour.
Just like, well, you learned that from me.
I got that from Nick. Oh, can you tell me how you make marmalade sandwiches?
I'm guessing with marmalade.
Yes, but are these Nick's marmalade sandwiches or Paddington Bear's? Paddington Bear makes just pure marmalade. Nick has bacon in his.
Isn't marmalade the same thing as jelly?
What? Jelly?
Like strawberry jelly? What's marmalade?
Oh, no. It's very different. You can have it savoury or sweet, because marmalade is quite bitter if you get good stuff. You lot your jelly nonsense. It's a jam.
But is it?
It's a condiment.
Is marmalade a jelly or jam? Would you put them in that same category?
It's not a jelly. Well, you see, jelly to me is clear, like a gelatin-based pudding, right? But this has orange rinds through it.
Oh.
Because it's made out of oranges, obviously.
I don't think I've had marmalade before.
Oh, I can sort that out for you. So we have it on toasted ciabatta, and then we would use back bacon, but you don't get back bacon in this country, which is odd.
Never heard of back bacon.
So you have rashers, which is so there's a bit, and I think it's the Canadian bacon is the round bit on the rash, and then the rasher is the bit underneath. So Americans eat the really fatty bacon rashers.
Yeah.
And then, but what we do is we have the Canadian bacon bit, and then the rasher comes off it. So we have the best of both worlds. And you don't get back bacon here.
Never heard of back bacon.
Yeah.
I love bacon, but I also love
pigs.
So I try not to eat bacon, but I break down all the time. That's the one weakness. I'd be a vegetarian if it wasn't for bacon.
I know.
You could put your more you.
I know our light thingy's doing that thingy again. We're getting halos.
No, it's just me that has the halo for good reason.
It's just, don't give it to Janine, it's mine. Where is Carl?
Carl is
in his house.
In his house over in Hamilton.
He's not daft, it's icy and cold.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, only 19 degrees tonight in Myrtle Beach. Oh, you're probably better up here. I think it's warmer here. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah. I really, this is crazy.
I know. Well, Wanda,
of course she goes on the trip with us. I smuggle her into hotel rooms and bags. She knows the drill.
Or we go to a Motel 6 because
Jesus.
we've got Wanda.
Oh.
Did we tell people about our Motel 6? I had the pup. I chanced the puppy. Janine had Wanda, and we couldn't find it anywhere that would take. Well, we had a puppy.
Yeah, so you can't really smuggle that one in.
No, so we were like, right, Motel 6 it is.
Oh.
And the Open was on. The Golf Open. Remember, we couldn't get anywhere to stay. We were coming up the way.
Okay,
and we'd been
Open? What's Open?
That golf thingy, that golf tournament. Remember, there was something that was blocking all the hotels.
Yeah.
There was some reason the hotels were really, really busy.
Yeah.
And we were like, right, Motel 6 it is. We're all over it. So we got to the Motel 6 eventually.
Oh, God. I've stayed in a lot of bad hotels, but that one...
That was stunning.
That was by far... It wasn't even clean.
No.
The sheets were dirty, and... I think my room was actually better than yours. Yours had it was awful.
Mine was I had extra security in mine because I had a drunk man slumped up against the outside of my door. So I reckon.
But we had dogs.
I had the puppy.
Loves everybody.
Yeah, I had the puppy.
And
you had Wanda,
who also loves everybody
and goes to sleep.
Yeah. That was pretty gross.
Yeah.
And the shower was like just a little dribble of water.
Yeah.
A little dribble of water, and I just wanted to be clean.
Yeah, and that wasn't it.
Yeah, but thankfully I travel with a lot of fluffies.
Yeah.
And so that's fluffies are good for our business.
Yeah.
So I travel with a lot of fluffies. So I went out to the car and just lined the bed with fluffies on the bottom and on the top. Slept like that.
Yeah, and then I got up in the morning because I had the puppy. I had to go out early to take the puppy to the toilet. So fortunately, when I opened the door, the man didn't fall in. That was fortunate. He'd obviously moved off at some point. Yeah. And then I realised there was a Dunkin' Donuts. And I went with the puppy. We went out for a toilet break. And all the way over the busy road to the Dunkin' Donuts. And I said, could I have a latte with skimmed milk, please? And they went, no skimmed milk. I thought, uh-oh. That's it. Janine's just about to lose it. I said, all right, no latte. Yeah. Just leave the latte.
Yeah, no skim milk at a Dunkin' Donuts or no wine at the end of the day. Those are just...
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was
that's always the straw that breaks Janine's back.
It was bad. So we just had to get in the car and leave.
Yeah.
And then what did we pick up?
I'm pretty tolerant of everything else that goes wrong in my daily life.
Right.
But I don't do well when I don't have my when I don't have my on button, which is my coffee, and my off button, which is my.
And the difficult thing is when you're going to a Dunkin' Donuts with that enormous trailer, you never know whether or not you'll get round the drive-through.
What was it? Well, you were. We were in the, where were
Salisbury.
Why we were in the trailer coming back? What was in the trailer?
I don't know. We'd put something in the trailer.
I went up over the curb and almost took the
corner of the Dunkin' Donuts out.
And Elizabeth is hanging out the window like, I think you'll make it. Looks like you got about 3, maybe 2 inches up there.
Yeah, and the woman who was remember the woman that you had to pay? She said, "Can you not get the car a bit closer?" And Janine's like, "Yeah, let me see if I can reverse the trailer round the corner." And the woman put her head out of her little window and went, "No, you're good." And she's like, "I'll get it." So we paid there, and then we were like, yeah, stacks of room. And the woman standing back in her wee kiosk thing. We were like, here we go.
But we really only had about this much room at the end.
And it was a stock trailer, and it rattles.
Oh,
you go over a bump. It sounds like
especially when because I went up over the curb. That's
what
made
it was really
when I went
rattly.
up over the curb that made the trailer go up a little higher and almost hit the top.
Yeah.
So we were lucky that one. But they did have skim milk.
But what were we doing up there?
I don't remember. What was in the trailer? That's bugging me. Okay, so it
wasn't the kitchen.
Why did we go to that place?
Did we go somewhere really odd?
No.
We did. Oh, I know. No, that wasn't that time. It wasn't the bed, was it?
Oh, no, that was
that was another night.
No, but you know what I was thinking? I was thinking we went up to the that was a different Dunkin' Donuts than the stalls. That one was a Dunkin' Donuts in Salisbury. Why did we go to Salisbury?
We went to Salisbury on the way. We were.
Did we go look at hay?
No.
It's gonna drop your glass.
Were we in Hampton? Yeah, but we got the bed in Hampton. But it wasn't then because it was daylight.
No, I went with Nick twice to get the.
It's not the kitchen.
No, I went with Nick to get the kitchen.
And this was the. Why did we have that trailer then?
The hell, what we were doing? Did we go up to Home Depot? No. Okay, I don't
have no idea where
really. We'll remember this in the middle of the night, and we'll have it ready for. I don't remember.
And it was really silly because we were really cutting it fine for getting back for mail chat. Yep. Remember that?
Yep.
And then we had to go and eat because we were really hungry. But not the first time we were really hungry.
But you remember we were in Salisbury.
Yeah, it was Salisbury. It was really odd.
I remember that. I'll never forget that.
But it wasn't the time we went
pedicabs. No, that was recently. It was like within the last.
It was in the last month. Actually, that's even worse.
But it was light out, so it wasn't the beds because we did that at night.
We did that night time. What else did we pick up?
In Hampton.
That we needed a trailer for. I mean, seriously, it was a serious
trailer.
Or
maybe we were dropping off. Did we drop off anything?
What?
I got it.
What?
The mini mule. Oh, yeah.
Is that when we came? Oh,
yeah. Okay.
Sorted.
You'll have your sleep numbers will be higher.
Will be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, excellent.
Isn't it funny that we have a collective lack of memory?
Yes, I know. Stalls.
No, it wasn't. No,
it wasn't Stalls.
No, that was a different Dunkin' Donuts trip. It seems like every time we go out, we do a Dunkin' Donuts.
That's because Dunkin' Donuts now do those melty schmelty. What do you call those hash brownie things?
The hash browns with bacon.
With bacon,
not the back bacon, just the regular,
just the regular
forward bacon.
But it's got maple on it.
Oh,
and what's that other stuff they do? Remember that wrap?
Do you like those breakfast wraps or chicken wrap?
I was about to say the McDunkins, but it's not the McDunkins. Yeah. The Dunkin's wrap, and it's got chicken and red peppers in it.
I don't like that.
I quite like that. It's not bad.
Yeah, I just like the
and
bacon.
Hot chocolate. We do get hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate's good.
Yeah, we do hot chocolate.
Yeah. Okay.
Any word on your kidney?
I have an appointment. Okay, so that's a problem right now because I have to come back for another test on March 12th.
What's that test for? Your heart?
I failed my heart test.
Did you?
No, well, I didn't fail it.
You're not fit enough.
That was a hard test too.
Is that
okay?
Was it the stress test?
Yes, the stress test.
Isn't
with
it
cardio.
Awful?
It was awful. Like you have to lean back.
I told you.
And there. Okay, so she said.
What's wrong with yours?
there was a lack of reading. They didn't get a good read. It wasn't something, during the stress, I was fine. But when I was sitting there doing nothing, they had a reading error. And so they have to just redo it. Because if there was something wrong with my heart, I'd be dead a long time ago.
Yeah. So how long did you last on the treadmill?
I made it all the way to the end. Oh, I was pedaling on a bicycle.
What?
Yeah. I was leaning back with all these things, these devices on me, and they had to pedal, and they just kept putting up it, so it got harder and harder and harder. And then she's like, "You can make it to the last one. It's going to be hard, but don't give up. You can make to." And then I get to the last one. She's like, "All right, you only have 4 more minutes." And I'm like, "No. I thought you just said and I made it to 4 minutes. Yeah, that was hard.
You see the treadmill one where they put the angle up and up and up?
Okay, so...
Oh, it's a stinker. And I've worked it out. I see when I walk up those steps from the bottom of the house, and I ice skate up the way, and I get there, it absolutely kills me.
Oh.
My butt muscles.
Oh, your butt muscles.
So sore. But they feel like they're about to collapse.
Yeah.
And that's that treadmill thing. But I did better the second day I did it.
Well, but
I don't know why you got a bike and I got a treadmill.
But I've seen you chasing after stuff.
Yeah, that's on the level.
But you don't seem to have heart palpitations.
Not on the level. It's when they start putting me up an angle, I've got a real big problem.
Yeah, but you're fine chasing stuff.
Fine chasing donkeys.
So I have to do another kidney test. I mean, not kidney
heart test.
Heart test. The kidneys are all good.
Oh God, have you got to go all the way to the end of that test again?
I do. And now I know what it is, so I'm going to... But the problem is I want to go down to Aiken, and I have to come back for it because they have to do it at Mass General. So that's going to be a complication.
Can you not get it done earlier?
That's the first I can get in. So that's something I'll have to just deal with. I'm going to have to deal with.
Ooh.
If I have to wait to go to the 13th, I'm just like, if I have to wait, may it be, because the barn is going to be under major construction, and I just don't see, like today I was gone for...
Do you know what will happen though? If you go and the barn's under major construction, your mother will change the plans.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's why she can't
she'll be like, okay, we're not going to use nails anymore. We're just going to use duct tape.
And have you tried baling twine? I find it works really, really, really well.
Yeah. Michelle was looking today. She's like, what are all those pipes up there? And why are they on the outside? I'm like, don't even ask. But yeah, no, there's so many little things that if I'm not here to answer, they end up...
They'll ask your mum. That'll be a problem.
No, and it just ends, like today, they're putting the countertops together, and they were like, do we put them this way or do we put them at a V? Yeah. And my preference would be a V, and it will drive me crazy if they had done it this way, and I'd be looking at that countertop for the rest of wherever and being like, oh, I was with that horse. I should have been home, and it should be the V. Yeah. So it may make sense for me to wait. I know they asked about my kidney transplant. I should have just said, oh, we're still working on it, but then I go off into the V of the countertops. But
I'm very impressed that you did that whole stress test.
Yeah, that was tough. That was a tough one. I'm not in bad shape because I do get a lot of exercise. Oh, it was great. I was checking into a hotel the other day. I think I said this the other night. Maybe I already was joking with you. The woman said, "Oh, we have a lovely gym, and you get a free pass to the gym, and they have you can swim in the pool, and they have yoga, and they have spin bikes." And I was like, no, not.
I've done a day of exercise.
I've already done my exercise. I don't need that. I'll give it to somebody else. I'm here for a warm shower
and bed. Yeah, don't be. How ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like they can't smell us coming.
I know.
I mean, seriously.
Oh, did I tell him the story with I think I talked about the red paint on my hands.
Yeah.
I just passed I also cleaned off the paintbrush. Probably all lawyers, Jane. Okay, so the best,
How is the horse?
Which horse? Oh, the horse. The horse was fine. I dropped it off. It's fine. It has to go back for another, but I'm not taking it back a second time. Ooh. So, but it has to go back in a couple weeks.
Did Judy see how many people?
I forgot to ask her, but
she'll tell us.
Maybe an espresso martinis to keep them awake after. Yeah, I love an espresso martini. Okay.
Oh dear, where are we? Maybe you should have a sleep study. I'm having a sleep study. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Did
5
you-
hours is not enough time. That's
No,
not
I
enough
know
time.
it's not enough.
They say as you get older, you need less sleep.
Actually, that's rubbish. Do you know why? You need more sleep when you work on a farm. Honestly.
I sleep. Yeah, I sleep pretty well, I think, because I'm so tired at the end of the day.
Yeah.
What is SPO2? Here, overnight that's some medical term.
Yeah. I'm going to get mine tested out. And Betty tops us all. She only gets 3 hours.
Ooh. Does she take naps? I love naps. I take a sleeping pill. I started doing those gummy things. I take one of those sometimes. If I know I'm going to be worried about something. Well, right now the White House smells like paint.
Well, it smelled like burning.
I need the number, the board members number, please. Why does Roger read it? I mean, I'd be happy to give everybody the numbers. Why do they, your telephone numbers? Okay.
Need board members. Oh, you can do me or Janine.
Yeah, you can reach out to us anytime. My number has been out there
For years.
for years. Yeah, seems like everybody seems to find it when the cameras go down. Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you guys, anybody wants to talk to anybody on the board, reach out to us, and we will, give emails and contacts for any board members.
Yeah, or said, oh, do you know what? Did you get an email from an intern?
Yes, I forwarded it to you.
I didn't get the email. He contacted me.
Oh well, I got the email. Yes,
He's
and
been
I
for
said
5 weeks.
yes.
Did you know that?
I've read the email that he sent.
I said to him, do you like mucking? I said, you've got to have a really good sense of humour and you're not allowed to come in unless you're happy around about the animals and the people. I said, and do you realise, I said, you're going to be, I'm very sorry to say, I said, but we're all, well, apart from Kate, we're all 50 plus women. I said, but good luck with that.
Yeah, did he respond?
He said,
or did he just hang up?
I think the poor, very nice young man had a very good sense of humour, and I think he's resigned to the fact that his paperwork needs to be in by Monday, so he's going to have to put up with us.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So that'll be really exciting.
Yes, I thought that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he will probably be able to go between the two.
Yeah, we could
farms.
use.
And also the outreach programs.
Yeah, we could use some more bodies around here once the ice goes away. Because right now we have so many cars down here, and there's so little areas to park because there's mounds of snow and ice and everything else. But yeah, we could definitely use more bodies.
Yeah.
Because right, like tomorrow we have a job. Today we had a job. Anytime that we could use some more bodies. Definitely.
Living ones. Yeah. Not ghosts. We don't need ghosts. We've got one. Will the yard cam be up on the Goldy's website?
Yes, we'll get that back up. Because right now, the yard cam is doing the arena, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. We're still straightening stuff out around here.
Yeah, but every colour gets dirty quickly. Honestly, trust me.
Yeah. My preference is blue, but I'll open up to different colors.
We're going to go and view that place in Essex tomorrow.
All right.
Gold paint, that could be costly. Test mode, yes.
Yeah.
That sounds official. It is, yes. Miss Wonder Woo Woo. No Goldy's board members in Clouds document. But you do have the contact details for myself and Janine, I think.
Yeah, I can put...
So.
We have... Yeah, it's on stuff.
It's on the official document, I think.
No wonder.
Because remember we had to submit it to the Attorney General or something like that.
Yes, it's if you go out, if you really want to see the board members and their penny note and addresses, that of course submitted during the application, they're available at the not the Attorney General's, the Secretary of State Galvin. And if you do a search there, and it'll come up with all the board members. If you want specific board members, just reach out to Elizabeth and I. We can give you information. It's Pam. What's her last name? Pam Green. No.
Oh, Monroe.
Pam Monroe. Coral
Steiger.
Kate
Doherty.
Dodie?
Doherty.
Okay.
Well, I say it the Scottish way. You lot will have to do the
I
American
think it's
way.
Dottie.
It's Doherty.
Okay, whatever. And then
Doherty.
Elizabeth, myself, Carlene.
Yeah.
And they're all on
But
Facebook
don't ask
too.
Carlene because she'll not give you the right answer.
Yeah.
You have to ask what it was. Otherwise
Gentle
we'll
women
get in
have
trouble.
barns too. I guess that's a
There's
good
nothing
point.
gentle
Yes.
about
I keep saying
us, though.
gentleman's farm, but that's
Yeah.
I guess that's not.
But there's nothing really gentlewomanly about us, in fact, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm afraid. Oh dear. Yeah, look with Nicholas. They're not gentlewomen though. Right, that's you for it. I'll be up there in a minute or two,
Can we
sunshine.
block him from this
I don't know.
page?
He's problematic at times.
Yeah.
Yes. Wallace is not training tonight.
No, tomorrow night.
Everybody falls in love
Yeah, you
with
guys fall in love
Murphy.
with everything. Yeah, he's a love though. I do like him a lot.
Oh, she's got something up her sleeve to help Carlene.
Uh-oh.
Murphy is a wonderful boy.
Right now, the plans for Murphy were to be to get him out of an Amish life was number one. Number two is to get him trained and hopefully sell him for into a fox as a fox hunter, and then put that money back into Goldy's farm.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win for everybody.
Yes. Yes, there's only one Lucy.
Yeah.
The slide feature is gone from the bottom of the picture where I could back up and listen. Oh my gosh, that sounds a bit complex for me. To something that was said. I have no idea.
I think that's on the that's a YouTube thing because that's on the thing where you
Is
can
it?
slide back and look backwards.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a Nick thing.
Let's have another Angus.
Yeah, so instead of having a conversation about we're not gentlewomen, you go and get that thing reinstated that slides. Oof.
Yeah, let's have it. Well, we don't have anything that's pregnant for another Angus. If I see something out there that's pregnant that needs a home, perfectly happy to do that. But right now we're not making babies.
No. Angus.
Another Angus.
Bottom biter.
Oh, yeah.
He's a stinker.
He's cute as a button, but you guys don't live with him.
I take him by the cheeks now. I smush his cheeks.
He's just such a
and,
naughty
and then I
little
give him a kiss on the nose and he goes, "Bleh!" and he walks away. He's so naughty. He is so naughty. Lucy will make her new boy very happy. Yes, she really will. At what age?
Pretty well next year. No, well,
Yeah,
actually,
we have to wait for over a year.
Yeah, it's going to be a year and a half,
Yeah.
so we have time.
No, he's only going to be a year.
Yeah, year and
What? And when was he born? I can't remember.
we'll have to go back on Facebook. I don't remember. It'll be the spring, like April.
Yeah.
I guess.
When we've not got icy ground.
Yeah.
And we can check for dripping blood. Yum.
Yeah.
That's if Dr. Parrot's still talking to us because the last donkey he gelded it kept bleeding.
Oh right.
And
What time
bleeding.
is it? I gotta go feed everybody.
Thought you wanted to see how much sleep I'd had.
Yeah. Is it?
Is that 6:30? Is that 5:30?
I can't. I don't know why don't you have a clock with numbers on it and we would be able to answer the question? I think it's late and I gotta go feed it. Can you feed it?
Okay, hold on. I just finished. Could half of the flat field be for hay? No, because
we
it's
don't-
not big enough.
Yeah. We need a.
No.
We need
What are we doing with? Somebody asked me what the flat field was for.
The flat field is for we're gonna have a small little wire fence around it for grazing. That's for special occasions.
Right. So I said I didn't know whether or not you wanted it kept for nice things.
Yeah.
And then I said, but I didn't know whether or not it was also going to be for grazing. So it's a
Yeah,
combination.
it's
nice
like
grazing.
for when people have the animals and they're doing donkey walks and stuff, they can hand grazing is on the flat field, but horses are not turned out on the flat field because hoofed animals make mud, and we want a nice flat field with green grass for animals to enjoy for short periods of time.
Oh my goodness! Depending on her medication, she enjoys a glass of brandy at the end of the day. I don't think she does.
Yeah, she's not allowed to.
She's.
Yeah,
I think
we
her
don't want
med.
her on now.
No.
Can you imagine?
Yes, I can actually. No, because she has medication that is so specialised
Yeah, that would
and,
screw it up.
and tuned into her blood, that's tested twice a week. That I think she's not allowed anything other than what's on her medication list,
Yeah.
which is already vast. So that's a lovely offer, but probably
March
not.
1st is a Saturday.
Yeah, we don't need that. It's blackberry
Yeah,
brandy.
and you know what? There is blackberry brandy in the refrigerator that's in the White House currently. I just saw it there, and I said, look at that blackberry brandy. There's like little nips that somebody sent her. Still there.
Oh,
It's in the fridge.
there we go. Oh, Carnival in Brazil. Yeah. Can we get a tour of the White House?
You will tomorrow, because I got to get it cleaned up a little bit.
Right.
You're going to be, it's so nice.
Does he miss people? Poor boy. Who? I don't know. George. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I was explaining this to the lady who very, very kindly pointed this out. So what George was doing with Clark was he was kind of like wrestling with him, and it's a bit like the middle school wrestling team, okay?
Yeah.
They sort of posture, and then George is bigger than Clark, got him on the ground, and he held him there. And then over comes the bold Charlie, who's the smallest donkey out of the whole herd. He paws
But
the
he's
ground.
the toughest one.
Yeah, he's paused the ground and says, what's this all about? Nobody gets to wrestle without my say-so. So then they all stood around and started braying.
Yeah, so what happens with all these donkeys, especially when there's a girl in the mix, is I've never seen a donkey do any permanent damage to another donkey. They kick, they bite, they occasionally
And they
will have a
wrestle.
cut on their neck for
Yeah.
biting each other. Never had a single donkey kick another donkey, break a leg. Unlike horses, however. If the horses were fighting like that, then that's a problem. But donkeys, they work
Then we'd
it
be
out.
back to tufts.
We'd be back to toughs. We've had horses, one horse kick another horse and break its leg on
Yes.
more than one occasion. That
Yes.
happens with horses in my lifetime. So, but donkeys, don't worry about them. It looks terrible, but they don't hurt each other. The
Yeah.
worst they'll have is a bite, but not they're not going to bleed out. They're just put a little medicine on them and send them back on their way. It's called the pecking order.
Bella, you're so very welcome to come up, but Carlene's coming back at the weekend anyway. And you don't need to come up with Carlene. You can come up just with us. We'd be fine.
Yeah.
We're not scary.
Well, I am, but she's not.
Oh, dear. 34 and 36. Getting there. We don't have a scoreboard up on the wall. Do we need a scoreboard?
For the
What for?
you're way back.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so I don't know if we're gonna have time.
Throw
to
the
get
ball,
to-
throw the ball. Pickleball
All right, I'm gonna
replace
leave you to do these
racquetball.
questions.
Okay, I'm doing the
gotta feed
questions.
everybody. I gotta go feed horses.
Okay, we need more puppies. No, we do not.
No, we do not.
Bella Burton, wash your mouth out. Honestly, I think she's a plant by Carlene. See, this is what we're up against.
Yeah.
Naughty behaviour.
Yeah.
You're going to get banned before you've even got here.
I might have left the car running.
Is that what that noise is?
I might have. Okay.
Yes, you keep training your sister's Great Dane. That's great.
Okay. I'm going
Yes.
out to finish
Betty.
feeding. I've lost my gloves.
Okay. Oh, there's gloves on the table. Look, these are your ones because they've got gloves handles on them.
Okay.
Handles on them.
All right.
Cuffs on them.
I think I'm gonna leave Murphy in tonight because I'm gonna worry about him otherwise. So
Yeah,
he's gonna
okay.
separate that. Okay. Bye.
Bye. See you soon.
Oh, I should feed dogs before I go anywhere.
Oh, Anna Banana. I don't know Anna Banana. I'm not sure where she is either. So there's maybe somebody who's got a connection to wherever she was placed.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah, we plan everything, then we change it the next day. We're the most inefficient planners in the whole wide world. Pigs do make mud and very uneven ground, that is quite correct. But they're also very intelligent animals and in rescue. So they fit in with our with our remit, and that's what we're going to do, and that's going to be very exciting. And they are not micro pigs. Yes, I remember that lady came in to train Pockets, and she still does her tricks up in Colorado. So these are kune pigs. So they prefer grazing over rooting. And even if they do root, they're going into an area that it won't be problematic. So I bet you they're better at keeping the weeds under control than the blinking goats, mind you. Yes, pigs visiting nursing homes, you see. Yes, and in the same way that some people aren't comfortable around cows, actually, there's also religious connotations to that. So, yes. Yes, they are rescue pigs. Micro mini sheep. No, we don't have sheep in the offing. Although, don't tell Janine, I was offered a bottle lamb yesterday. I was offered a bottle lamb yesterday.
A bottle lamb? No,
Yeah.
we don't need it. No.
We'll get that in a month or two.
No. No, we've got enough animals.
Okay.
Okay.
Jolly good.
That wouldn't, the goats and sheep are hard to bring into nursing homes.
Yeah.
I want animals that I can actually bring into nursing homes.
Goats are just difficult.
It's because the pee situation is a little.
Well, it's not. It's the pellet situation, Janine.
All right.
That's a right royal mess. Judy is super duper with people. And we are very lucky to have her with us. Yes. We would love a Highland cow, but Highland cows it's really peculiar. They're very expensive, so they don't really come up in rescue in the way that other cows do. And I don't understand why, because where I come from, Highland cows are 10 a penny, but hey. So that's really funny you should say that about runner ducks. I was actually looking at ducks today, and because we've obviously got the pond, but the problem we have is I'm not sure how we can keep it predator proof and whether or not they'll stay there, because we do have mallard ducks that come in and they hang around for a couple of weeks and then they disappear off, because I think they actually naturally live down on Hood Pond and they obviously get waylaid up here every now and again. So we'll wait and see if they come back this year. That's maybe something we can talk about when you come here, but only if you come here and don't make any mention about puppies, otherwise you'll be escorted off the property. And there are mini Highland cows, but you know, it's really difficult with any mini animals. If they're not a specific, you know, that's their genetics, they're bred smaller and smaller, and a majority of mini animals actually have issues with their health. So it's not a particularly it's not a particularly kind thing to do. Minister without portfolio. I don't know if you're going to get a title if you keep misbehaving. Nick's Nick's marmalade sandwiches. So what you do with Nick's, I wonder if he answered you. You toast the ciabatta bread, and then you put some, it's not a really thick layer of marmalade, it's just a smear of marmalade, then the bacon, the cooked bacon, and then you top it off with the other slice of bread that has a smear of marmalade on it as well. That's his expert recipe. And it's got some fancy French name apparently, but I think he probably made that up. There you go, you'll post his recipe. It is bitter tasting stuff, which is why it works with savoury food. And also it's a bit like you have cherry sauce with duck, you know, because there is a certain acidity within that fruit. Yes. Oh, do you have back bacon in Canada? That's sensible. So what's Canadian bacon then? That's interesting, because Canadian bacon, is that not the round loin that would be in the back bacon? I'm a bit confused. I was absolutely amazed when I came here that they had nothing but streaky bacon. And I was like, where's the bacon? And they were like, this is bacon. I was like, no, it's not. That's not bacon. That's streaky bacon. So we call it streaky bacon because it's full of streaks of fat. And in fact, you don't really eat it because it's not that healthy. But you do here. See, there we go. It's much leaner than side bacon made from the pork belly. See? Thank you, Karen. That's most helpful. So we're all on the same page and we know what we're talking about. Oh my goodness. What is going on in St. Louis? That's not funny, Linda. "29 degrees in North Carolina." Listen, Jeannie, that's nothing. I don't think there's plans for Gwen to be here. I think it's just us. Wonder, New Brunswick, I presume that is, Hilda. And then you move to Ontario. Ooh, Toronto. 6 degrees, gosh. Stall fronts. Oh my gosh, am I way back here? Trundle bed. Oh my gosh, I wonder if I'm just going round and round in circles with these questions. Oh my golly. I used to love a hot toddy. That was really tasty. Now, yeah, that's us, farm strong. Oh, good grief, it is 6:22. Oh my golly. Right. Am I going round in circles? Camera is up now, that's good. Oh gosh, I am going in circles, I think. I'll take my stabby thing with me. Yeah, I've got to go stab Nick for being rude. Oh. I think I'm coming to the end of these questions. We've got lots of acorns for Cooney pigs. Yes, Mr. Snow Valley, we're hoping this weekend, but we have Carleen coming home, and that might cause a problem, and the weather's not been particularly great here, unfortunately. But we will definitely let you know. Thank you so very much. Bro lassies. Dearie me. Yeah, ducks. Ooh. That's interesting. Marmalade and cream cheese with a slice of French bread. That actually sounds quite tasty. Canadian bacon and back bacon are the same to me. You see, Canadian bacon, is that not just the round loin part, whereas back bacon is the round loin that has the rasher attached to it. Now I'm going to confuse everyone. Right. Yes. Hee hee. There we are, I got to the end. Thank you so very much for joining us this evening. And that was a bit epic, wasn't it? So, I better go and do things that I'm supposed to be doing. Excellent. So, we'll see you all tomorrow, because it'll be Friday. And we'll take it from there. Night-night, everyone.